These are the lessons learned from Murderbot's 6th episode, Command Feed, which is also its most well-rounded production to date. We spend the half-hour witnessing intimacy being used as a tool, a weapon, and just a human or construct necessity. With Mensa and Murderbot stranded after the beacon exploded last week, and Lee BB diligently searching for weaknesses in the Preservation Alliance team back at the habitat. In the latter instance, Lee BB at last finds the ideal victim in Bharadwaj, who has problems that are far more amenable to straightforward acts of compassion and does not possess Gorathin's prickly paranoia. Although Konkal's portrayal of a spy is purposefully bizarre, it's nevertheless fascinating to witness her character's shift methods as she searches the Pressol members for vulnerabilities, focusing on Bharadwaj's PTSD as soon as she detects it. Take note of how she modifies her cover story to include details of her Mark's trauma. Overall, it seems to me that this character performs better the more overtly deceptive she is. Once her intended job is well understood, her behavior becomes considerably less startling. But out in the Broken Hopper is where the episode's actual action takes place. Murderbot and Mensa, who are fighting for their lives, quickly reach a number of significant turning points in their relationship. Is it a little strange that I'm starting to use romantic terms to explain this combination? Both Lee BB's sexual obsessions and Sanctuary Moon, which provides us with moments this week that highlight the parallel. Relationship between Captain Hossein and Navbot 337 Alt 66 set the stage for it. MB itself may disagree, but that's a simple, corny soap opera, while Murderbot is a far more intelligent series. Nevertheless, Alexander Skarsgård and Noma Dumezweni delicately outline an increasing readiness on the part of the bot to be vulnerable, making the peculiar gray area that is developing between Murderbot and Mensa undeniably intimate. Back in the habitat, Lee BB eventually grows tired of attempting to coerce Gorathin into providing her with Presso's data and draws a rifle instead. The presence of Arada, Pin Lee, and Rathi somewhat detracts from the next hostage scene. Would you be surprised to hear that all three of them behave in broad, blatantly humorous ways that are merely filler and a source of... However, Tamara Podemsky, as Bharadwaj, David Dasmalkian, and Konkal are able to retain the ball in the air. In order for us to all be appropriately surprised when Murderbot and Mensa finally return, Konkal, for her part, offers Lee BB just enough Lee BB way to create the impression that she might not be a total sociopath. Combined with a quasi-villain monologue in which Murderbot reflects on the pleasure it received from either A. killing someone, B. protecting its charges, or C. simply reminding everyone in Presso to stop treating it like something it's not, the ensuing hysterics put the show's best episode to date on a stark, foreboding note. It's another difference from Wells' novels, which become so cozy so fast that, no matter how many times readers are reminded that Murderbot usually presents as a faceless soldier with extremely lethal guns implanted in its arms, it is impossible to see it as anything other than unquestionably heroic from the first 5 pages. What we get here is much more intriguing, a sobering reminder that intimacy is a two-way knife, and that sometimes showing vulnerability to someone simply puts them in a position to harm you,